Your business is in sync with LiveSync. This webinar is powered by LiveSync Accounting and Xero Accounting Software. Introducing Attorney Dexter Destajo.
Now, I would want to go to sales tax report. Now, in the Philippines, we will call this a VAT report. Or if you are doing percentage tax, that is also applicable for you. Now, what it does is every time, if you notice when we're doing data entry, it will always ask us what is the tax, right? So every time you make a data entry and approve that entry, Xero captures and creates separate reports for all your transactions. Now, what I normally do is I take all of this, or not all of this, but I do all of them and generate the report for June. So if I need to file my VAT for June, this is the report now, right? So this is the summary for my no VAT. This is my VAT expenses. Wow. And then my revenue is only output. So you have a negative VAT output. And this is true because you're still a startup business and you paid a lot at the beginning rather than the money that's coming in. If you want to see the breakdown of this, if you want to see 141, what's the breakdown of this, you will see this is the detail. So current asset is 68, direct cost 400, expenses 52, fixed asset is this one. And then you have a revenue, which is 446. Why? Because, yep, why do I have revenue here? Oh, this is something needs to be checked, okay? So that's wrong. What I would do is I'll go to my tax invoice. Oh, even in this demo, I still create errors. Let me see, and how can I fix that error? So I will do and check tax expense and locate that properly. So here, in your tax audit, gives you the breakdown of those numbers in details as in its own detailed transaction here, no? Per line transaction, what's involved, what are we recording here? So let me see where is that Facebook that we're talking about. Magic. Final record. So what is this? Then I'll do revenue. Okay, search all transaction. Where is this particular button expense? Yep, found it. This one, this amount. So I'll click this, found the error. This should be unknown customer, unknown deposit, other income. So my tax is wrong. So my tax is wrong. I have to correct the tax. This would be output tax of 12%. So yep, found that. Refresh this. Okay. So it was easy for me to jump and find that because, of course, that's 7 years of Xero experience. Allows me to find the very detail that I wanted to look at. So now it's now properly accounted and I don't have the revenue here because in the audit, it would be impossible to have a negative, you have an expense on VAT expense input on a revenue account. It would always be sales output, okay? So then I can now report my VAT with BIR using this report, okay? You can, how much was your output? This is your gross, this is your output VAT. How much is your input? This amount, this is your input VAT. If you have Xero rated, it will show up also here. Other information is not important unless you have tax exempt also, okay? That is also that you can add to your VAT report, okay? So sales tax report is a good tool for you to track your VAT reporting or percentage tax reporting, because it has all its summary and then the breakdown of this. So in case of audit, tax audit time, you can always go back to that particular coverage of the date of the tax and then look at what was those entries included in this system.